बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा, कदम कदम बढ़ाए जा, खुशी के गीत गाए जा, ये जिंदगी है कौम की, तू कौम पे लुटाए जा।
The Japanese and the INA had begun their offensive on the Imphal front in March of 1944. And on the 18th of that month, the INA had crossed the border. At last, they stood on Indian soil. In less than a month after that, Kohima had been surrounded. And on the 14th of April 1944, Sardar-e-Jung Colonel Shaukat Ali Malik hoisted the Indian flag at Moirang in Manipur. For the first time, the Indian flag could flutter proudly on its own territory.
जाएंगे हम अपनी हिंद बनाएंगे, हम गोली खा के झूमेंगे, हम मौत को बढ़कर झूमेंगे, हम गोली खा के झूमेंगे, हम मौत को बढ़कर झूमेंगे, मतवाले बन आजादी के हम दरिया जंगल घूमेंगे, मतवाले बन आजादी के हम दरिया जंगल घूमेंगे।
British, and for that matter, Indian military historians, pay little attention to the confrontation at Leji. In the ranks of the INA, though, not only is the Battle of Leji a matter of pride, it is looked upon as an unqualified success. One lightly armed battalion with no artillery and no air support faced and resisted an entire brigade. When Prem Sehgal finally withdrew from his positions on April the 4th, it was not defeat that prompted his retreat. On April the 25th, 1945, Colonel Prem Kumar Sehgal was captured by the British. Shahnawaz and Dhillon were to follow him on May the 17th. Their war was over, though none in their hearts nor in their minds would acknowledge it. 3 months later, Shahnawaz, Sehgal and Dhillon were placed on trial before a court-martial in Delhi's Red Fort for waging war against the British sovereign. The British censors had managed successfully until then to black out all news about the existence of the Freedom Army. When the truth dawned on the Indian people, there was an outcry throughout the country. General Auchinleigh, the British commander-in-chief, found himself on the horns of a dilemma. He couldn't possibly court-martial an entire army. Equally, as commander-in-chief, he couldn't overlook the actions of soldiers who had preferred to abandon the British Union Jack for the Indian flag. The British could no longer take the loyalty of their Indian troops for granted. And yet, without the British Indian Army, the Raj would not have survived. As their trial began, Shahnawaz Khan, Prem Kumar Sehgal and Gurbaksh Singh Dhillon must have worn secret smiles. In their own way, they had in fact completed the march on Delhi.